Nice shot. It's beaten the infield and a boundary to finish the over. It was tidy from Harmeet Singh. He's got hands on hips now. 8 from it. 91 for 3.
There's a high quality shot from Joel Andrew on top of the bounce. That way into the ball, beating the man at extra cover. Extra cover beaten to his right, long off beaten to his left, and Harmeet Singh, he wanted to end his spell without a boundary. It was a tidy over. 4 singles, ended with a 4-8 off the over. Not a bad spell. Gone for 40 nonetheless. Not happy with his day's work.
Yeah, more expensive than he'd like. That's for sure.
ইচ্ছে যত ভালোবেসেছি তারি মতো ডুবে আছি আজও তোরি প্রেমে জীবন সবেছি তোরি নামে একই সাথে পথ সবই যেন স্মৃতি হলো
Cracking! Outstanding sound off the bat, and it's sailed! What a jewel! It's Joel Andrew!
Power pack. Jewel in the crown. This is the first of many from a young man that we hope to see for years and years to come. Royal.
Those in those crowns as well. The song 6, wasn't it? Cracking. Just rocketed off the bat. And his size belies his power. He gets so much power through the ball. Great to watch. He's gone again. This one is sky high. Some fielders surrounding and comfortably taken. And gone with the safe hands. Couple of quick flashes of the bat. Didn't get away with it this time.
You'd have thought this was his matchup. Succeeded on the first occasion, failed on the second. We're on for 14, 99 to 4.
Of the target for the gUYANA Amazon Warriors. 64 runs left, 51 balls. rANGPUR riders just making them think about it a little bit. They're feeling well and step into the crease. Fan favourite, not just here in gUYANA nor across the West Indies. Dare I say a global one.
Another dismissal from Joel Andrew. One time while spinners wins his matchup. He's hitting for 6 already. If he can take him down in this over, They can potentially get the Amazon Warriors so far ahead of the game that they can win it with a few overs to spare. But I think the execution was a little bit off. He's sliding it across him. And had he tried to go over extra cover, maybe even straight back over the bowler's head, it would have been all in favour for it. He had the length, he got under it nicely, but because he was aiming back towards the leg side where he hit the first one, and that one had a bit more length and a bit more angle on it, he ended up hitting cross it and as a result into the air. So I think the intent was good, shot was on, but the wrong shot was chosen. End of the 12, 101 for 4.
Now the green worm making its way up and away. Home side and the fans here at the National Stadium in Providence will be urging their side on. Two of their faves in the middle. Can these guys see them home? 62 runs left to get, 48 balls. And Saif Hassan now into the attack. 7th bowler.
And good from the skipper, acting on his feet, talking a lot about planning. But 2 left-handers on strike. This is an important partnership as well. You start, let me get the finger spinner in. It's a good matchup, the right hand finger spinner. I wouldn't minded seeing Shamsi know how important this partnership is to Brit. And they understand what he's trying to do with this right hand finger spinner.
Yeah, he's been good all game, Nurul Hassan. Good cameo with the bat. 2 outstanding catches behind the stumps. And now thinking and reacting as a captain.
Some skippers would think go for the kill with Shamsi and try to break the partnership. I think this mindset is more around straight back over his head for 6. Shafiq Al is in imperious form.
Well, they're gonna have a look, but it was a 6 all the way. In a hurry here, the home side. Well aware of the threat of the defending champions.
Yeah, some captains may think, let me just slip in another over. If it can go well, then it brings Shamsi's 2 overs to the 4 when the run rate gets up. It's required 7.3 at the moment. But then things like this happen. The part-timer comes a little too full, he gets thumped down the ground for 6. Then you just wonder, is it better going more proactive, bringing you with it, take a back in, and breaking an important partnership?
So you'd bring him next over, would you? From the other end, Carlos?
Yeah, I definitely want to see Shamsi into the attack. Could always bring Iftikhar, who's a more seasoned off spinner, from this end the next over. But I want Shamsi at these 2 as early as possible, if only for 1 over. Get him in and amongst them. Try to get rid of this partnership.
Beautifully played. Nice for Fane Rutherford. You don't want these guys getting too comfortable. 10 from the over. That's Nelson. 111 for 4. For this encounter, Guyana Amazon Warriors have gone 42 for 3. The wickets have been falling. In the middle now, a powerful duo in Rutherford and Hetmeyer, both local boys here in Guyana. And as predicted, Carlos, brace Shamsi. You'll want to make a phone call. Have some celebration.
And every ball of this over will be really big. You watch Shamsi, takes his time, gets to the top of his mark, looks around at all his fielders, sometimes move a man 5 paces to the left, 5 paces to the right. He just needs to do something to set some time between deliveries, clear his mind, and then set off.
I saw him signal to the long on fielder who moved to a quarter inch. How about into the offside? How's that? Inside out! And Providence on their feet.
Yeah, this is class. This is absolute class. Giving himself some room, not overhitting, but timing the ball beautifully over extra cover. This is high quality cricket, folks. One of the best spinners in the world to one of the best players of spin in the world. Who's in form? What a battle.
Yeah, that's it.
Loving the banter from Shamsi. He just wants to open one end and he'll run through the rest. Can he open the door to that end he speaks of? Rutherford blocks it at the moment.
Well, it was all concentration. Chaffee did not betray his usual beguiling smile. And he's answered with the bat.
Another good shot tossed up. Get to induce a cross batted shot. For Chaffee Rutherford, as pure as ever. To the dismay of a jumping Shamsi. This is good cricket, folks. There's a little bit of banter, a little bit of chirp, a little bit of back and forth. But Chaffee Rutherford is holding his own. And not just surviving, he's thriving.
Well, the definition of fortune favoring the brave here. You'll get 4 for it.
And we had a feeling the googly would come. Not sure if Rutherford picked it. It was definitely beaten. So was the keeper. 4 byes. There's a massive ball in the contest. If he can open up an end, feels as though that 14 off the over has been worth it. If Rutherford can get a single or another boundary, it'd be game and set. Guyana Amazon Warriors, or so you'd feel.
To check with Yeah, he'll take the dog for the 14 runs. Productive for the Warriors. 125 for 4. Alright, 38 runs off 36 balls. Should be straightforward for the home side from here to get ahead and get 2 points in this their opening match of the Global Super League. But that 13th over was really one to behold. Shamsi managed 3 dots. Shafeen Rutherford with a boundary, a 6, and then 4 byes. Crafty and wily. Great to watch. Here's Khalid.
Not a bad idea to change up the rhythm again, change up the pace. You've had a few overs of spin back to back to back. gUYANA running away with it. Just bring on the pace, change the rhythm of the game. He's been expensive, Khalid. First over gone for 15. It was more about his skill set, his role versus how well he's done so far.
Well, Hetmaya has been an also-ran at the other end. More an observer here. Shafeen Rutherford, Hetmaya 10 off 11. Rutherford raced 19 off 12. Fantastic grab. It's the 3rd time we've seen him do it tonight. And the captain is a hero for the rANGPUR Riders.
Catches win matches. Skippers lead from the front. What a grab. Don't underestimate. He's very close. He's come at a good pace and he's down. Wrong footed. He got down low. Got a party. And the change was brought a reward. Shafeen Rutherford gone for 19. The Amazon Warriors 126 for 5.
Well, they brought Dwayne Pretorius next. Big hitting man. So much success with this side again at Amazon Warriors. And the faith that Nurul Hassan put in Khalid Ahmed to bring him on after going for 15 in his first over has been rewarded. Shafeen Rutherford is fast and furious. He's gone now. And Pretorius out in the middle with Hetmaya.
Tell you what, folks, he nearly had an Angelo Matthews situation. The Pretorius walks on, then take guard, walks straight to the umpire, and then got a different pair of gloves. Just wondered what that conversation could have been. Remember Angelo Matthews walking on to the field, changing the helmet before he took guard, and being given out, timed out, not taking guard quickly enough.
game of glorious uncertainties, Carlos.
Yeah, and the keeper is standing a lot closer than he normally would because of the low bounce. And then that one rolled his fingers over it. It got a little bit more bounce, but died on the way to him. And to get down at that angle, it's a fantastic catch. Being so close to the stump as well. He's been fantastic tonight, this Nurul. Whether in front of the stump to the back, his leadership, or his catching behind the stump. He's been good.
Yeah, real safe pair of hands tonight. Up for the fight. Definitely thinks he's still in this. Oh, he's just been glittering behind the stumps. Nurul Hassan is the defending champion and captained them in the first edition as well. Low diving catches to make real inroads into this gUYANA Amazon Warriors batting lineup.
Yeah, well, those keepers and captains always in the game. Always busy. That's probably why he chose gum. Mouth has to be going at all times.
It's a really, really good over. What an over to follow the first. That's 3 from it and the wicket. Warriors 128 for 5.
Game on, run rate 8.5 to be achieved to win this game for the Warriors. Quietly, the rANGPUR Riders have been chipping away at wickets. Will this partnership see the Warriors across the line? Marzai. And they plow alongside me. A few options available to Nurul Hassan with the ball. When does he use that trump card last over from Shamsi?
Well, he hasn't got that many runs to play with. It's got to be soon. Only a little over a runner ball. But yeah, that's a trump card, alright. Oh, a squeal from Hetmeyer. Frustration from him. Omarzai's banged both of those balls in. Hetmeyer's missed both. Rolled his fingers a little, hasn't he? Not an out-and-out slower ball. Looking for an off-cutter. Frustration from Hetmeyer. Tight single to mid-off. Pretorius on strike. I'm slightly surprised that Pretorius is coming ahead of Bisa, actually. Bisa is a renowned match winner with bat and ball. I know he's getting on in years, but still an outstanding performer. He's very used to finishing off games. I wonder if they just try to keep him in the bank.
Yeah, I reckon that's the case, and to the fact that Pretorius has been more of a permanent fixture with this Amazon Warriors team in the CPL. Of course, David Visa had his outing with St. Lucia Kings, so a history with the relationship, just offering Pretorius the opportunity ahead of David Visa.
Yeah, good point. He must know this strip, this pitch really well. And he's obviously had success with them. They've played him for a number of years, haven't they? Oh. Nice little touch down the third man. He's using the bouncer. Been a good over so far. That been excellent. No, he didn't get any runs. With the ball, he's been outstanding. Banged it in. He was trying to... Pretorius was trying to get that over the keeper, get it a little finer. Gotta get it very fine to beat Shamsi on the boundary, don't you?
Also noteworthy to mention that with Pretorius, he's been selected for the Warriors for this 2025 edition of the CPL too, so this is pretty much a build-up to their outing in the Republic Bank CPL, which starts in mid-August. So again, there's some sort of planning happening.
Big ball coming out here. Oh, nicely done by Al-Nazar. Excellent. 3 runs off it. Lots of pressure building. 131 for 5.
The score is 131 for 5. 52 runs. 24 balls.
Warriors ahead of the rate, have been dominant in this chase. Not a difficult equation, but still the execution has to be right to achieve the remaining 32 runs. Still 5 wickets in hand though. What you can see is that difficulty in timing the ball. Uncle Riders bowlers have been great in taking pace off, going into the pitch, just making it more challenging for run scoring.
Yeah, they've fought their way back into the game. Amazon Warriors have been ahead of the run rate pretty much the whole way through, and in fact they've scored 18 boundaries in their innings already, which is what the rANGPUR Riders scored in their entire innings. But still, it's not a given at this stage. A good over here from Khaled, and we've got Shamsi, who's still got that trump card in the pack, ready to play. I would imagine he's coming up next over. One of the factors here is the dew. They're drying that ball after every ball. But it hasn't stopped the ball turning. Certainly in the last over, Shamsi was still turning the ball.
I also feel that the Warriors know that there is depth in this batting lineup, and the batting to come. You think of players like Gudakesh Monty, Shamar Springer, batters who can hold their own, can handle pressure and deliver at the same time. Johnson started slowly, but then got into the groove. Laid a really nice hand, took the attack to bowlers in that power play phase. Partnership of 29 at the top with Gurbaz, and then 48 achieved in partnership with Moeen Ali. He looked well poised for a half century before he was bowled by Harmeet Singh. Let's look at the scorecard so far. Many of the batters getting starred. Gurbaz, the only one not getting into double figures. victorious, of course unbeaten still, with the chance of stitching a partnership that can win the game for his team. Again, this due fact is so significant it has prompted a change in the ball.
That looks a really new ball. So it might swing. The batsmen won't mind too much and have a harder ball to hit. Time the ball a lot easier, dry, hard ball. But it'd be a good time for Shamsi to come back into the attack. This new ball, nice and dry, should grip even more. But before we get to him, Khaled. Important 5 balls ahead.
Brings out a boundary in this innings. You don't often see this with Shimron Hetmai in T20 cricket, especially when a chase is on and the rate is above 8. Again, we did mention his rich vein of form in that major league tournament in the USA, just shy of 400 runs for the Seattle Orcas. But he's finding it tough here in Guyana. That's chipped in the gap, will be safe. And 2 easy runs for Pretorius.
Well, he did really well in the end, didn't he? Stayed low. And there are 3 men on the boundary on the leg side in the deep. No one in that mid-wicket region to take that. Hetmai, yes, it's nice to see him back in form. He had a bit of a struggle in the IPL earlier in the year. But it's great to see him get back in form in America. And this is why he is employed, to finish games just like this. It's a perfect setup for him, and he's got himself in. And no guarantees. 28 of 21 sounds easy, but in these conditions, not that simple.
Hassan quite vocal, very much engaged in this battle.
He's a good competitor, isn't he? He batted really nicely in the first innings. rANGPUR riders needed a bit of a fillip, a little acceleration, and he provided it. Came in, played the spin nicely, was innovative. I think he scored 20 off 11 balls, did he? 18 off 9. Yeah. Well needed injection from him.
They will want to ensure that they don't concede a boundary in the remaining 2 balls of this over. Hetmai going straight to deep mid wickets, and the catch is taken. So Hetmai succumbs. Khaled triumphs.
Hetmai not able to finish this game off. Without a boundary in his 18 balls, it's been a bit of a struggle for him. And in the quest for that boundary, he's holed out at deep mid wicket. Khaled, another important, vital wicket. Safe catch taken in the deep. Amazon Warriors just faltering a little, tripping up as they're getting towards this final phase of the race. Shimron Hetmai out for 13. Amazon Warriors 136 for 6.
Gurkesh Moti with a chance to finish things off. Was superb with the ball, 2 for 32. An underrated batter, you can say, and really groom himself into being a genuine all-rounder, Gurkesh Moti, but he's here because of Petma not middling this one, finding the field at deep mid-wicket. Was Yasir taking the catch. Straight away, there will be a couple runs for Gurkesh Moti, so he gets a move on. So 7 runs on a wicket in the over, 138 for 6. Critical over. 25 needed from 18. Here's Tabraiz Shamsi with his final over. Do you attack him? Do you play the conservative game and get past this the 18th over? What do you reckon, Andy Flaw?
Well, South African versus South African. Pretorius on strike against Shamsi. Got a thick inside edge. Look, it's a critical stage now. I must say, fellas facing Shamsi now, you've got to look for, you've got to have your boundary options in mind. Absolutely. It's tricky, it's turning, it's still gripping, but you've got to have your boundary options in mind. Moti will be looking at that extra cover area, and anything short he can get into those big gaps on the leg side. But this is the trump card.
And across the line. So high risk that approach from Moti. Haven't seen a boundary since 22 deliveries. That's how tough it has been for the Warriors to get the ball beyond the boundary.
Something's going to crack here, isn't it? Shamsi looking for big turn. Moti getting an inside edge on that last one.
It's good, luckily falling short. Long off, so again, just flirting with danger. Pretorius.
You can feel the pressure build up, can't you? Nurul is screaming from behind the stumps. Shamsi's thrown that wide. Actually didn't hit it well enough to get Nurul.
The guile and smarts of Tabraiz Shamsi on show. He saw Gurkesh Moti coming, shifted his line wide. Guess what? Nurul Hassan making no mistake once more behind the stumps.
Brilliant piece of cricket from Shamsi and the skipper with the gloves on. Not sure if he saw him coming. Looks as if he did. Or he planned to bowl that wide in the hope that he was coming down. Brilliant piece of cricket from Shamsi. Good from Nurul. Nurul's been excellent behind the stumps. This is a serious pressure build-up on the Amazon Warriors. Moti out. Amazon Warriors 142 for 7.
17.3 overs. 21 runs.
David Visa Strides to the crease, and they've all been asking about him and his entry. Yeah, he is. With the task of scoring 21 from 15. Shamsi with 3 legal deliveries remaining in his over. Nicely driven. And let's just appreciate this dismissal. It was the skill of Tabriz Shamsi to turn the ball away from Moti when he saw him coming. Then Nurul Hassan, the keeper. First time ever in the JSL, a wicketkeeper achieving 4 dismissals. He's distinguished himself behind the stumps.
And that was a great piece of cricket from Shamsi to get that wicket. You actually see Moti didn't move that early. It must have been just at the last minute. Shamsi must have seen him and used the skill out of his fingers to drag it wide. Great piece of cricket. Last ball of the over.
One more two. And another dot delivery. So, what a brilliant over. What a superb spell from the left-arm wrist spinner. 2 for 24 in his 4. And it's 143 for 7 with 20 remaining for the Warriors. He's got his work cut out. So too, David Visa, 2 finishers in the game, 2 all-rounders that you can rely on. They have a track record of being successful in such a situation. Khalid Ahmed will bowl this, the 19th over.
We haven't had a boundary for 4 overs. In fact, the last 4 overs have gone for 18 runs and 3 wickets have fallen.
There is a mid-off 3D fielder's leg side. Khalid goes into the pitch. That's a blunder, real blunder in the outfield. Iftikhar, the guilty party on that occasion.
Oh, how important is that going to be? Iftikhar's had a hard time in the field. He was brilliant with a bat. Crikey, he struggled out there in the field. It is a bit dewy, given that. I think it was a little bit of spin on the ball that actually made him try to change direction. Slip, gone. It's cost them 3 runs.
It sends the pressure in the situation. Pressure on the fielders, the bowlers and the batters too. 16 required from 11.
You feel for Khaled on that first ball was beautifully bowled, wasn't it? Completely deceived the batter. And again, second ball he's done well. Lisa could only mishit it after square leg. Nurul's been good. He's been good behind the stumps with the gloves. Good tactically. He's made good bowling changes. He was patient, waiting to bring Shamsi on. For the 18th over he waited. Used his trump card.
Dot delivery, pressure building. Then whilst we look at this 19th over unfold, which bowler is going to have the responsibility to bowl the last over? Few options available. There's Kyle Mayers, Omar Zai with 1 remaining. Not quite sure he'll use a spin option in the circumstances.
I think there's only one option, Darren. It's going to be Omerzai. He's done well so far, hasn't he? 1 for 13 or 3. He'll be feeling confident. Seems like a guy that doesn't suffer too much from pressure.
Chipped. Nicely timed. And that's an important 6. Didn't look initially that it was going to go all the way, but it did. Balance of power shifting.
Absolute ripper of a shot from Victorious. Overpitched from Khaled for once. He's got such a good length so far. I say overpitched, it wasn't as bad as I thought actually. That's a great shot from Victorious. Long reach, strong man. Yeah, complete shift of momentum. 9 or 8 balls.
Much easier equation now. Khaled, how does he respond? Responds with a wicket. So another change in this equation. More drama in this scenario. Pretorius has to depart now.
What a beautiful piece of bowling from Khaled. Fast off cutter. Got a little bit of movement off the pitch. Might have been knuckleball actually. And that change of pace has completely deceived Pretorius. Via the inside edge, the middle stump's gone. Amazon Warriors 154 for 8.
Shamar Springer, new batter, getting a word of advice from David Visa. Sure, he never had expected being out in the middle. Quite capable with the bat though. Pulled really well on the back end of the innings, Springer.
And how greedy is Khaled gonna be here with this ball? Is he looking for the dismissal? Or is he looking for heavy length?
Is that close enough to get the support of the umpire? Yes! Ryan Banwari raises the dreaded finger. Wouldn't prompt a review. David Visa moving down to have a chat. And confirmation that they've gone for the review. The Warriors.
Well, I have to go for that review, didn't I? Khaled has responded brilliantly to being hit for 6 by Pretorius. Wicket the next ball. He's dumped that into a good length. It stayed low. Springer looks in all sorts of trouble.
Ultra-Edge confirming no batted ball. Ball tracking will be the determining factor. Remember, the on-field decision is out, so ball tracking going on to hit the stumps, so that's the 9th wicket. More success for Khaled Ahmed. You see the departure now, Shamar Springer, so the Warriors in dire straits. What a change once more in this game. Confirmation will come, yep. And the 9th wicket down, so Springer goes without scoring. It's 154 for 9 now. Double wicket strike in the last over. Khalid Ahmed just doing the business for his team, bringing the game back into their fold. What does Imran Tahir have in store for us? David Visa with the task of facing the first ball in this, the 20th. Just 9 required from 6 now.
Well, Khalid's been brilliant, hasn't he? Well, I wonder what Visa and his skipper Tahir have discussed.
Job done! There is the wicket, there is the victory! Rangpur Riders, they've snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. What a match we've seen! Disappointment on the faces of the Warriors fans. Who would have expected this outcome? Riders going on to win by 8 runs in a real cliffhanger.
What a game of cricket to kick off the GSL. Brilliant piece of cricket. Nurul, what a leader he's been this evening for the Rangpur Riders. The winners from last year started their campaign by winning their first match in the GSL. Sensational piece of tactical work from Nurul as captain. And he was backed up superbly by his bowlers. Khalid towards the end, picking up important wickets. Shamsi been outstanding too for 24 or 4 overs. And heartbreak for Visa and Imran Tahir. You would have thought they were cruising to victory at one stage. They stuttered, they tripped, and they fell at the final hurdle.
Again, the Warriors will be crestfallen with this outcome, despite it being early days in this ExxonMobil Guyana Global Super League. Rangpur Riders winning by 8 runs tonight. Final nail on the coffin, that inside edge off the bat of David Visa just sparked the celebrations. Another piece-off delivery, another delivery into the pitch. Again, signs of this Rangpur Riders team understanding the conditions and mastering it with another win against the home franchise, the Warriors.
Well, one thing that without a doubt stood out throughout this chasing inning that the Rangpur Riders believe in themselves. They never gave up, and they could easily have done that. Amazon Warriors needed a run at ball at one stage with about 4 or 5 overs to go. Certainly not many more than a run at ball. They stayed in the game, they kept fighting. They knew that in these conditions you can pick up 2, 3 in a row, and that's exactly what happened. I think that was led definitely by Nurul Hassan behind the stumps.
Well, in this match number 2, it's the Rangpur Riders, the defending champions, that prevail. They win by 8 runs. A reflection on the run chase. The Warriors, they looked well set with that opening partnership of 29. They were 49 for 1 in the power play. They were cruising along at 136 for 5, and then in the space of just 16 balls, they lost their remaining 5 wickets. Warriors being bowled on for 154.
Well, they bowled superbly. Well led by the wicketkeeper. Kalmair started, but it was Omazai, I think, who really stood out. 2 for 13 in just over 3 overs. Khalid was excellent, 4 for 36. And they knocked them over.
Yeah, what a match we've experienced. Let's now join Alex Jordan, who's got a star performer.
Time now for the ExxonMobil Guyana Player of the Match, and it's presented tonight by Trevor Andrews, who's the subsea engineer of ExxonMobil Guyana. And it goes to Khalid Ahmed for an outstanding 4 for 36. And 1 minute tonight for the Rangpur Riders against all odds. Well, Khalid, where do we start? Your first over was expensive. How did you come back?
Basically, Alhamdulillah for everything. So I just try to bowl in the good areas. After fast over, I go for a bit expensive. So that next captain said you will come back. So he captain believe me. So again he give me the ball. So I try my best to come back.
All 4 were outstanding. You've got the two dangerous men in the middle, Hetmeyer and Shafin Rutherford, and then 2 at the back end. Which did you enjoy the most?
I mostly enjoy my wicket because in DPL he hit me 1 6. So that's why this one is special.
I bet indeed. I mean, it was an incredible match to watch. You can hear the silence in the stadium. How big a deal to beat the home side tonight.
Actually, home crowd, their home crowd is very good. So we are trying to bowl just our potential, inshallah.
What does this win tell us about the mindset of the Rangpur Riders?
Yeah, mindset was everyone mindset clear. So everyone in the meeting said, go for win. Inshallah, we'll do it next match also.
Khalid Ahmed, congratulations. You're our most deserved player of the match tonight.
Thank you, Joy Larai.
Well done, Khalid Ahmed, 4 for 36, stellar performance, outstanding fight back for the Rangpur Riders. They had a decent total on the board. Guyana Amazon Warriors came out of the blocks firing. Johnson Charles and Roman Garbaz are 2 mightily effective power hitters at the top of the order. This is the first one. What a beauty. Lovely away shape, genuine edge, good catch. Behind the stumps, Johnson Charles looked like he had the game well within his grasp. A good partnership with Moeen Ali. That was an absolute ripper. As good a 6 as you will see. Harmeet got a bit of tap, got his man in there. Back to back wickets, good catch. Shamsi into the attack made a massive difference. Andrew, keep an eye on him moving forward. He's got a talent. A big 6 and got a little bit greedy against Iftikhar. Safely couched in the deep ankle. What's the power on this middle order? For the Guyana Amazon Warriors, Rutherford, Hetmeyer, plenty of players that you felt would have got him over the line. Another good catch. Khalid back into the attack. Big tall man, good pacer. Hetmeyer never got going. No boundaries in the innings. Shamsi, I thought he was used really well by the captain, Nur Hassan. His bowling changes were right on cue. Slow ball was too good for Pretorius. And then back-to-back wickets. Springer, plumb in front of all 3. And a final blow. Visa, dragging back onto the stumps. What a win for Rangpur Riders, winning by 8 runs. Last season they defended 117 against the same opponent. Brilliant for Rangpur Riders. Their campaign is up and running with a win. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back with the post-match presentation.